Well, guys, we are live here from the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium complex for the second game of the day here in pitch number one, and it's a pretty big one between Growing Stars and Delhi Football Club, or Futsal Club, should I say. Just a reminder that Lodi AC won their first game of the day by 4 goals to 0 against Vaishali, and Growing Stars will be taking on Delhi Football Club right now. Growing Stars, well, they won one game yesterday and drew another one. So they have 4 points. They drew against Delhi City, and Delhi Football Club, well, they absolutely thrashed the Punjab Heroes 5 goals to 0. So it promises to be an entertaining game. Obviously, Delhi Football Club, the favorites for the starting lineups of both teams for Growing Stars. Devanshu, Shivam Kumar Nawani, Precious Setia, Krishna Yadav, the captain, and the goalkeeper Pankaj Singh Gusain. And for Delhi, it's Gayari, it's Rosanga, Jojo Pekka, and the goalkeeper Suraj. So the same starting five that they started with for yesterday's game against the Punjab Heroes. My name is Joel Williams, and you will be with me throughout pitch number one today. If you do want to shift to pitch number two, you'll be with my fellow co-commentator Prem Deshpande. He hails from Mumbai. I hail from the other side of the world, Gibraltar. But I've been based here in this beautiful country of India for the past 5 years, and long may that continue. It is indeed a fascinating mix of cultures. The food is amazing, and well, the futsal is pretty special too here in India, especially here in this Delhi Futsal League that we are watching. So there's a bit of a delay as referees and both teams get their act together. Just a reminder that there is also the Futsal World Cup happening right now in Lithuania, in Europe. Some very good games happening today. Yesterday, Iran and Japan won their respective games. So Iran is one of the favorites for the tournament, actually. They have a very good futsal team. One day, that's my hope, that one day India can reach a similar level. But for that to happen, there has to be a regular continuation of futsal tournaments and futsal leagues like the one that we are witnessing here today. It started yesterday. Today will continue day 2, day 3 tomorrow, and the semi-finals and finals will be happening on Friday. I'll be with you guys throughout the duration of the tournament. Do remember, hashtag AskJoel, hashtag AskTheCommentator. So we are about to kick off here in this game between Growing Stars in blue and the Delhi Football, or should I say Futsal Club, if Stefanji Bajaj may agree with me or not. It is indeed the Futsal Club in all black in their camouflage jerseys, and the Delhi Futsal Club comes here once, and that's a corner kick for Delhi Futsal Club. Jojo on the ball, shot coming in, that goes harmlessly wide. Well, what I saw yesterday from Delhi Football Club really did impress me. They're all under 16. The starting lineup is all under 16. So if they manage to stick together throughout this tournament and through other tournaments happening around India, then this bodes well for the future of Indian futsal, because there are some pretty decent players playing here for Delhi. Nice 1-2 there. Good chance. Decent double save by the goalkeeper. The Goalkeeper for Growing Stars is Pankaj. So that's a decent start for him in the game. 11 minutes, and you can already see the pressure that Delhi are surmounting on Growing Stars, and that's the first goal of the day, and that is number 11, Becca, with that famous headband of his, and that is the first goal of the day for Delhi. Not something Pankaj would be proud of. That was very poor goalkeeping. Perhaps a shot that he should have saved. That's a kick in for Delhi. 10 minutes left on the clock in this first half, and it is already 1-0 for the men from the capital, the young guns from the capital, the young men representing Delhi Football Club here in this futsal tournament, and that's a decent shot and a decent save by the goalkeeper. Plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. Growing Stars now with a chance. That was a chance there, but keeper cannot have the ball more than 4 seconds. That is something that he must understand. And those rules are not being enforced. The keeper cannot have the ball for more than 4 seconds in his own pitch. And that's something the referees perhaps are not familiar with. I can tell you guys, because I was a referee for 2.5 years back home in Gibraltar, the top division of futsal there. The keeper cannot have the ball in his own half for more than 4 seconds, and he can only be played the ball after the ball has gone out of play or an opposition touches the ball. Apart from that, you cannot play the ball back to the goalkeeper once again. So there are a lot of rules in this tournament that are not being followed. A lot of futsal rules are not being followed, which is, for example, that 4-second rule that perhaps has to be amended, because if not, you really can't call this futsal. Again, 4 seconds on the clock have already gone. The keeper is taking far too long, and that should have been an indirect free kick if you follow the rules as per guideline. Again, he cannot be passed the ball back there, but the referees are clearly not clocked onto this. For kick-ins, you also have 4 seconds to kick the ball back in. And if the referee calls you back, exactly like he's done, it's a change of kick-in. So in that case, the referee got it right. There also has to be 2-meter distance between the kick-in and the opposing player. So they cannot be just close to the opposing player. There has to be a 2-meter distance. And if that is not respected, then it is a yellow card. That is how futsal works. So all these little things are not being adhered to here in the futsal tournament here in Delhi. Perhaps the rules have changed, but that would make no sense because this is a futsal tournament. So the biggest rule that's already been broken, not just by Delhi, but by every single team, is that you cannot play the ball back to the goalkeeper unless it's a different phase of play, i.e., example, the opposing team touches the ball. Like now the goalkeeper can get the ball back again, that's not an issue. But if he plays the ball short and the player plays it back to him, that's an indirect free kick. Anyways, back to the game. This is Jojo. That's going to be a corner kick for Delhi FC. It is 1-0. It is a corner kick. Clearly has to be a corner kick. I don't know where the confusion was there. Shot coming in, and that goes well wide of the goal. 6 minutes left in this half. 1-0 for Delhi FC Delhi Football Club. Long ball, nice header there. Becca with the ball, plays the ball to the fix. Oh, decent save there by the goalkeeper. And that's a kick in for Delhi, playing with surmountative confidence. Jojo opens the ball down to Becca, shot coming in. That goes out for a kick in. And again, the 2-meter distance has to be respected, which it is this time. Keeper can touch the ball there, that is fine. Nice 1-2. Plays the ball out to Diala. Back to the fixer, back to the keeper, and that's, well, shot coming in. Decent save there by the goalkeeper. Bangaj. 5 minutes left on the clock here in this first half. It has been a very tight half so far. It's a timeout being called. So it is 1-0 here for Delhi inside the Indira Gandhi Sports Complex, the indoor stadium here in Delhi. So it is 1-0 for the men in the camouflage jerseys, made famous, of course, by Minerva Punjab and by Punjab FC after that. He has to go further back there. So that ball gets played back to the keeper. 1-2, that was good. It took less than 4 seconds. Down to the Ala, this is Becca. Hits the side netting. But of course, just a reminder to you guys, each team can call for a timeout in the half. So 1 timeout each in each half. So there's a total of 2 timeouts that can be taken, just to reorganize, to regroup. Kick in for Delhi. Ball gets played back. Good save there by the keeper. He read the play well. Well, Delhi are not having all the momentum to themselves. Growing Stars are playing a very defensive brand of futsal, but it's working for them so far. That's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a corner kick instead. Chance to make it 2. Decent save. And that ball goes just wide there by Gayeri. 2 minutes left of this first half here in Delhi. 5 games coming up after this one. Shot coming in, nice block. Growing Stars are surviving by the skin of the teeth here. Delhi clearly playing the better brand of futsal today. Have been very impressed with them. Back to the fixer now. Plays it to the Ala. Gayeri. Back to the fixer. Will take a shot from there. It's a decent save by the keeper. Palms the ball out of harm's way. And out for a corner kick. Gayeri's in the middle there. Jojo looking for space. Jojo finds space! That hits the side netting. You could sense it. You could see that he was looking for space. And he found the right amount of space there at the right time. That is called timing your run to perfection. The shot just went wide though. Growing Stars now trying to build the ball out from the back, the play out from the back. Not easy when you have a bunch of 16-year-old kids running like crazy with full stamina, pressurizing you high up the field. It isn't easy to play the ball out from the back. Maybe a change of plans has to be dictated here by the Growing Stars coach. Here come Delhi once again. Jojo plays the ball to Gairi, and that ball goes out of play for a kick in. Back to the fixo. Number 9. This is Gairi once again. This is Jojo with his famous yellow boots. Nice one too. Gairi gets the ball. It is only 1-0, and as long as this remains 1-0 only, Growing Stars have a opportunity to get back into this game. And here is that opportunity, but number 13 there, he could not twist and turn. That was Karan Kashiai. Could not twist and turn, could not control the ball under his grasp. And that's another chance now for Delhi, and that goes wide. That was number 4, Oja Singh, playing the ball wide. Shot coming in. Easy enough there for the goalkeeper to let go, and that is the half-time interval in this encounter. It is 1-0 between Growing Stars and Delhi Football Club. More entertainment to come up here in the second half. Do stay tuned with us. Going to take a little bit of a break just to freshen my mouth a little bit, drink some water, keep myself hydrated. It's a very hot day here in Delhi. So guys, you do the same. I'll be with you folks in the next minute and a half. So guys, welcome back to the halftime interval here between Growing Stars and Delhi Football Club. Just a reminder as to the standings of this Group A right now. Delhi City have 4 points, Growing Stars have 4 points, Delhi Football Club have 3, but they've only played once. Dream Team have 0, and Punjab Heroes have 0. So a win for Delhi Football Club here would put them top place. Just a reminder, only the top ranked team of each group qualifies for the semi-finals. So there are 4 groups here, Group A, B, C, and D. 20 teams, and the top ranked teams from each group A, B, C, and D will make it through. So in Group A, we have Delhi City on 4 points, Growing Stars on 4, Delhi Football Club on 3 with a game in hand, Dream Team on 0 with a game in hand, and Punjab Heroes on 0. Already 2 games have been played for them. So it's all to play for in this game. It is a very important game for both of these sides if they want to make it to the very top of the tree. Second half kicks off here at the Indira Gandhi Stadium. Becca on the ball, shielding it. Plays the ball back to the fixer. Trying to look for some space. That's number 9, Narendra Bhagarat Singh. So playing as a fixer, playing as an orchestrator of play. You see, he should be 2 meters further back. That's one of the rules of futsal. Goalkeeper now with the ball. He cannot play the ball back to the keeper. It will be an indirect free kick, and he hasn't. Great football there by Delhi. Chance to make it 2! Yes, son. Number 2, Gayatri with the second goal of the evening for Delhi, and that it's 2-0 against the Growing Stars. And they have finally put a little bit of distance between themselves and the team in blue. And that was good play there by Dangtia, number 5, to set up Gayatri to make it 2-0 for Delhi. 4 seconds have already elapsed. The goalkeeper should have been flagged. He should have been flagged for an indirect free kick because he can't do that, you see. Futsal rules, you cannot keep possession of the ball for more than 4 seconds if you're the goalkeeper inside your own half. Perhaps those rules have been amended for this particular tournament, but that's like saying there is no offside in a football tournament. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? So here comes Delhi once again. 10 minutes left on the clock in this second half, and they are leading by 2-0. Delhi Football Club are leading 2-0 here. Chance to make it 3. Nine minutes left on the clock in this second half. Delhi Football Club are leading. Becca with a decent ball there to Jojo. His turn of pace is not the best there. That's a mistake. Becca now on the ball to make it 3. Oh, cleared off the line. Goalkeeper has possession, shoots from distance, and that goes high and wide. Goalkeeper bowls the ball out. That was a poor shot there by Growing Stars, who are really not performing up to expectations today. They're not performing not because they can't perform, but because they're not being allowed to perform by a very good Delhi Football Club side. Growing Stars today have been completely halted so far. The growth spurt has been halted, and Delhi Football Club, or Futsal Club as they should be named if they're playing futsal, are running the show in this game. They could have been 3 or 4 or 5-0 up by now. It's still 2-0 though. The longer it remains 2-0, and the chance that Growing Stars can still come back into this game. Beautiful ball, beautiful control by Becca. And that's going to be a goal kick for Growing Stars. Keeper bowls the ball out. This is a chance though for the men in blue. But they're doing things almost as if it was slow motion. Here come Delhi. Good interception there. Chance to make it himself. Decent tricks there, decent amount of technique. 7 minutes left on the clock. 2 goals to nil. That's a free kick though for Growing Stars as Becker is substituted for number 9, Bagirat, who will be playing as a fixo. That's a free kick for Growing Stars. 2-0 in this second game of the day here in pitch 1. Delhi FC leading against a spirited Growing Stars side. And Manu Raghav, if you're following us, the logo has indeed been changed. We have the correct logo. And Jojo is having a superb game as his fans, maybe family members, are watching on. Chance though for Growing Stars, and that goes just wide off the post. Suraj Malik would have had it covered though. You see, he can't be played the ball back again. That should have been an indirect free kick, and it is. Thank God the referee has finally seen it. That is an indirect free kick. It is. It's not a penalty, it's an indirect free kick. Thankfully, the referee has finally spotted it. These are the futsal rules that we were mentioning before at the very beginning of this game. Not adhered to. And finally, one of the referees has had the courage to blow for an indirect free kick. This is how futsal should be played. I wonder if he also has the courage to blow when the keeper is taking more than 4 seconds on the ball. I hope he does. This is a proper rule. Well done, referee, for actually highlighting that and for blowing the whistle when you were supposed to blow it. He cannot get the ball back from a goal kick. 5 minutes left on the clock. It is a timeout being taken here. And I'm glad that the referee spotted that, because I did, and I was about to go absolutely crazy. So 2-0 for Delhi, but this game is far from over. There's still 5 minutes left on the clock. Don't be fooled, it's not 4 minutes left, because obviously a timeout is a minute long. There is still 5 minutes left of this game to happen, and well, if Growing Stars somehow find a goal in the next 5 minutes, then that will put Delhi under the cosh a little bit. And it will be interesting to see how the youngsters react to being put under so much pressure. But so far, Growing Stars, to be perfectly honest with you guys, have not really had any decent opportunities. And it could be 3 here. Nice block there by the defender. And that is going to be indeed a corner kick. But it would be interesting to see how Delhi FC, how these youngsters react under pressure. You have 4 seconds to take a corner kick, son. You cannot take more than that. That's going to be a kick in for Delhi. He has to be a meter away, and that he wasn't. That should have been a free kick there, indirect free kick for Delhi, and a yellow card for Growing Stars. Another free kick there going in favor of Growing Stars. Delhi have to be careful with the amount of free kicks that they're giving away. Ball gets pummeled into the box. Easy enough for Suraj Malik. Bowls the ball out. Cuts in field. That should have been a free kick. Allows plays to go on. Decent save there by the keeper. And that should be a corner kick. Should be, and it is a corner kick. Remember, you do have 4 seconds to play the ball back into play. That's how futsal works. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant! Oh, everything was brilliant except for the finish. Goalkeeper grasps the ball from the air. But that was brilliant play there. Nice flick there for Growing Stars. It's going to be a Growing Stars kick in. They are trying to raise the tempo. You have 4 seconds only. 1. That's decent enough there. Good interception by Delhi. Plays the ball to Gayari. Tries to find his teammate. That hits the post and goes wide. Goes out for a goal kick. 2 minutes left on the clock. Second half is slowly ebbing away for Growing Stars. They have given it a fair crack at the whip here. You see, the ball has to be on the line. If it's not on the line, it could be another indirect free kick. It could be a kick in. Again, well done, referee. The ball was moving. You see, these little things. That referee on the far lineup, I like him. He's actually had the courage to implement some of these futsal rules, which other referees yesterday were not doing. So congratulations for that. 4 seconds. Well done. A minute left. That would be 2 minutes. Yeah, 4 seconds to play the ball back in. Remember that, please, guys. And once again, the ball was not in the correct position. Hence, the referee calls the play back. Futsal is a very technical sport. Lots of technicalities. You have to get used to it. Chance to make it 3, though. Gaiety there, but that was a good tackle there. And the ball goes out for a kick in. Becca will come on for Gaiety now. Chance to make it 3 here. Either way, Delhi are going to go top of the table with 6 points. And they fully deserve it. They're playing some really decent futsal here. That's a free kick, but play goes on! Good save by the keeper. Becca there with, well, he got his heels tapped. Corner kick. It's 2-0, still a minute left on the clock. No, there isn't. Referee blows for the full time whistle, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it a timeout? What is the referee blown for exactly here? Is it the full-time whistle or a timeout? If it's a timeout, it's perfectly fine. Both teams have a timeout per game. Referees are doing a decent job in this match so far. They are keeping to the rules of futsal. They are very, very strict rules of futsal. Chance to make it 3, though. Chance. That ball goes just wide. Growing Stars trying to come back into this game, and they very well can here. Opportunity, but again, very good defensive display by Delhi, and that ball goes out. 2-1, and that's a decent save by Suraj Malik, who plays the ball out. No, he doesn't. And that is the end of the game here today. Pitch number 1, second game done and dusted. Growing Stars 0, Delhi Football Club 2. Once again, these youngsters proving that they are very well the match of any side here, and they take the lead in Group A. 2 games played, 6 points, 7 goals scored, 0 goals conceded. They are right now the team to beat. We will be back with you guys shortly for game number 3 between Retro United and Bangladesh Football Association. That should start in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So do stay tuned with us here at Sportscast India on pitch number 1 for the game between Retro United and Bangladesh Football Association. Just confirmation there, Lodi won today against Vaishali 4-0. And Delhi has just, well, halted the growth spurt of Growing Stars by 2-0. We'll be with you guys now in 5 minutes' time in that match between Retro and Bangladesh. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned with us at Sportscast India. See you now in 5 minutes.